current Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Honorable Ralph Gonsalves, Storm Gonsalves, the HDC, the Housing Development Corporation of Trinidad and Tobago, saying, letter of offer of sale of property at Victoria Keys, Unit 1E, Tower 2, Storm Gonsalves of an HDC house in Trinidad and Tobago at Victoria Keys. Ralph Gonsalves, is that your son? Mr. Ralph Gonsalves, is Eloise Gonsalves your wife?
Anel Roberts of the Trinidad and Tobago legislature. They accused Ralph Gonsalves of corrupt practice in Trinidad and Tobago. He is alleging that Ralph Gonsalves used his influence as Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to influence the then Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Keith Rowley, into allowing him to purchase 3 properties in Trinidad and Tobago, properties of the Trinidad and Tobago Housing Corporation Development.
The current Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Honorable Ralph Gonsalves, to the list of applicants waiting and begging for housing in Trinidad and Tobago now stands at 214,000 citizens. Are these documents that I hold in my hand belonging to the family of Ralph Gonsalves? This letter to Storm Gonsalves, the HDC, the Housing Development Corporation of Trinidad and Tobago, saying, letter of offer of sale of property at Victoria Keys, Unit 1E, Tower 2. This document for Storm Gonsalves of an HDC house in Trinidad and Tobago at Victoria Keys. Ralph Gonsalves, is that your son? So, it's another HDC house. One Eloise Gonsalves, a housing development corporation house built with taxpayers' money. Mr. Ralph Gonsalves, is Eloise Gonsalves your wife? Mr. Ralph Gonsalves, is Soleil Gonsalves your daughter? Is she also in receipt of an HDC house from the PNM, paid for per month by you, Ralph Gonsalves?
One for ISIS, one for Storm, and one for Eloise. When Storm Gonsalves applied for one of the houses, which he wasn't eligible for, in his application, he said he is an IT specialist and he makes $25,000 per month. Storm Gonsalves and Eloise Gonsalves may have connection to Trinidad and Tobago, but they have never lived in Trinidad and Tobago. They have never paid taxes in Trinidad and Tobago. And at the time of the purchase of these properties, they were not living in Trinidad and Tobago, and they're still not residing in Trinidad and Tobago. And to add insult to injury, both Storm Gonsalves and Eloise Gonsalves lied when they were asked to declare their assets, their monthly income. Storm said he is an IT professional making over $25,000 a month, but he didn't declare the monies he made from his luxury boat charter company. He did not declare the monies he made or is making from the luxury resort business he have in Beckway. Eloise also did not declare the money she make from the restaurant she owns at the Argyle International Airport or the boutiques she owns in Dominica. It is clear that Storm Gonsalves and Eloise Gonsalves lied on their application to the Trinidad and Tobago Housing Development Corporation. That makes their application a fraudulent document. No one should be made to benefit from the criminal act of fraud or deception. If Prime Minister Kamala Prasad is going to live up to the commitment she made to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, then she has an obligation to the people of Trinidad and Tobago and her words to rescind those agreements. She must also ensure that the cost of the whole process, which is from processing the application to the recension of the deal, is taken out of the money that they spend for the property, and the balance would be given back to them. If Prime Minister Kamala Prasad does not do this, then she is not looking out for the best interests of the tax-paying Trinidad and Tobagonians. So what I want to know is, who is Storm working for, and who is paying Storm Gonsalves $25,000 a month? Is Storm the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines IT specialist? So when Ralph Gonsalves is trying to get credit for sending 15,000 EC dollars to the student in Jamaica after the passing of Hurricane Melissa, Ralph Gonsalves invested $1.5 million to purchase a house in Trinidad and Tobago for his wife, Eloise Gonsalves. He also purchased a house for his daughter, Isis or Sulia, for $1.3 million. Ralph Gonsalves is preparing to lose the election. He is putting the things in place to ensure that when he loses, Storm, Isis, Eloise, and himself do not have to contend or face the people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. So all of you people who are jumping up, Labour now, 6 in a row, Ralph Gonsalves have already put things in place to run away when he loses the election and leave you fools behind to make it how you can. He don't care about none of you.